Think you know luxury? You've seen the Instagram posts, the glossy travel brochures, but Australia hides hotel experiences so exclusive you might never even hear their names whispered outside high-net-worth circles. These aren't just rooms. They're kingdoms in the sky, islands of solitude, and sanctuaries built for people who'd rather the world didn't know where they've gone. And the kicker? They cost more per night than some cars. Stick with me because the last one might actually change how you think about vacation. Before we dive in, drop in the comments which country you're watching from. I'm curious to see where our luxury dreamers are tuning in from. Picture this. You wake up in a bed so soft it feels like it's levitating. You draw the curtains, and there it is. The Sydney Opera House. Close enough to feel like you could reach out and touch the sails. This is the Sydney Suite at the Park Hyatt Sydney, starting at a jaw-dropping $16,000 per night. And that's not for a week. That's for one sleep, if you can even call it sleep, when you have a panoramic view of the harbor twinkling back at you all night. We're talking 2 bedrooms, a dining room fit for 8 guests, and a 24-hour personal butler who seems to appear exactly when you need them and vanish when you don't. Rumor has it, one previous guest had the hotel install a custom $9,000 heated toilet imported from Japan. Was that excessive? Sure. But at this price point, excessive is practically the dress code. If you were here for just one night, what's the first thing you'd do? Private dinner on the balcony or a bubble bath with that view? Let me know in the comments. In Perth, the Ritz-Carlton suite feels less like a hotel room and more like a diplomatic residence. Floor-to-ceiling windows stretch across 2 directions, pouring golden afternoon light over Carrara marble bathrooms and designer furnishings so perfect you almost feel guilty sitting on them. For $8,888 a night, you get your own private bar, walk-in wardrobe, and a soaking tub where the Swan River is the view. No TV needed. And unlike some city hotels, you're not boxed in by walls. Step outside, and Perth's glittering Elizabeth Quay waterfront is right at your feet. Ever stayed somewhere where the bathroom was nicer than your entire house? Yeah, tell me about it in the comments. Now imagine this. You're standing in a glass-walled lounge, fire crackling behind you, and in front of you, the Southern Ocean, endless and untamed. The Southern Ocean Lodge doesn't just sit on Kangaroo Island, it clings to it. Perched on a rugged limestone cliff, it feels like the last outpost before the world falls away. The Bailey Pavilion, the lodge's most coveted space, comes with 2 separate suites connected by a glass walkway, private terraces overlooking the ocean, and an interior so sculpted it feels like art you can live in. Every window frames a new masterpiece, crashing waves, migrating whales, or sunsets that look like the sky is on fire. At roughly $6,000 a night, it's not just the views you're paying for. It's the feeling that you've found the line where nature and luxury shake hands. Tell me, are you the ocean horizon type or city skyline type? Drop your answer below. Deep in Australia's red centre, just beyond the reach of regular tourists, lies longitude 131 degrees, a luxury camp so perfectly placed you can watch the sun hit Uluru without even leaving your bed. These aren't your regular tents. Think hardwood floors, plush king beds, and floor-to-ceiling glass facing the rock. At night, the sky turns into a planetarium. No light pollution, just you and the Milky Way. The premium Dune Pavilion isn't just the crown jewel here, it's one of the rarest rooms in the country. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 views, one of Uluru, the other of Kata Chuta's domed peaks, and with only 15 guest tents in total, this is scarcity turned into art. Rates hover around $5,500 a night, but the real value is in the stories you take home, walking tours with indigenous guides, dining under starlight, and waking up in a place so sacred it feels like time stands still. Would you trade Wi-Fi for a night here under the stars? Be honest. The Great Barrier Reef has hundreds of islands, but only one comes with just 14 guest villas, and the kind of privacy where you could forget the rest of the world exists. Orpheus Island Lodge is that island. Accessible only by helicopter, it's an all-inclusive escape where the inclusion means everything. Meals prepared by chefs who tailor the menu to you, guided snorkeling trips over coral gardens, and champagne served to you while you watch the sun dissolve into the ocean. Here, time is measured in tides, not hours. And while rates start around $3,000 a night, guests swear the isolation is priceless. Because for a few days, the world can't find you. Would you rather spend your money on a week here or a brand new car? Drop your choice below. Tucked in the eucalyptus-scented hills of the Blue Mountains, Spicer's Sangoma Retreat offers safari-chic luxury just 90 minutes from Sydney. With only 6 suites, it's part wellness sanctuary, part indulgent hideaway. The escarpment suite comes with a private plunge pool overlooking the forest, a fireplace for chilly mountain nights, and a freestanding bathtub you'll never want to leave. Everything here is about slowing down. Fine regional dining, in-room massages, and the sound of wind weaving through the treetops. At around $2,099 a night, it's less about the price and more about pressing pause on life, in style. Quick poll: mountains, desert, or ocean? Where's your perfect escape? Some places are luxurious, some are private. Sequoia Lodge is both, and that's why it's a magnet for A-listers. Perched above the Piccadilly Valley, each of its 14 open-plan suites has its own deck and sunken lounge, with panoramic views of rolling vineyards and eucalyptus forests. The interiors are all raw stone, warm timber, and deep leather, a blend that feels expensive without shouting about it. There's an outdoor heated pool that melts into the horizon, private tastings at the region's most exclusive wineries, and forest trails where the only paparazzi are the kangaroos. Rates range from $1,499 to $1,899 per night, but the real cost is in availability. Bookings vanish months ahead. When Bridgerton's Nicola Coughlan stayed here, it wasn't splashed across magazines. Sequoia keeps its guest list as guarded as its cellar. If you had the budget for one of these stays, would you go for wine country privacy or full ocean isolation? Tell me your pick. But all these places, from desert tents to glass-walled cliff lodges, share a hidden truth about where travel is headed. Australia's luxury hotel market isn't just growing, it's shifting. The demand isn't for big resorts with hundreds of rooms anymore. The new luxury is about scarcity. The fewer the rooms, the higher the price, and the deeper the experience. Eco-design, cultural immersion, and off-the-grid privacy are the new status symbols. High-net-worth travelers don't just want to be seen, they want to disappear into a mountaintop retreat, a desert camp, or an island you can't find on a cruise map. For those of us who might never drop 5 figures on a single night, these places are still worth knowing about, because they set the tone for what the rest of the travel world will eventually follow. Today's $16,000 Sydney suite might inspire the boutique hotel down the road to add just a touch more magic. Which one of these hidden gems would you stay at if money was no object? Leave your answer below, and tag the friend you'd take with you. From a $9,000 heated toilet with opera house views, to a tent under the Milky Way in the Red Center, to an island lodge where the rest of the world can't reach you, Australia hides some of the most jaw-dropping luxury stays on Earth. And maybe you'll never book them. But just knowing they exist makes the map feel bigger, the possibilities wilder. So next time you picture Australia, don't just see the outback or the beaches. See marble bathrooms overlooking the Swan River. See a firelit lounge teetering on a cliff. See the kind of places that prove luxury isn't just about price. It's about the stories you'll tell forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Australia's hidden luxury, hit that like button, subscribe for more dream-worthy travel, and share this video with the person you'd book your first night with. Who knows? Maybe one day, you'll both be waking up to the view of Uluru.